10 things you didn't know about Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is an asset in the world of football. Fans consider him a god of football. We cannot blame them. Ronaldo is exemplary of what relentless perseverance and practice can do. But no matter how big a fan you are, I challenge you to find a couple of cool things you never knew about him. They will either blow your mind or inspire you. So, do you want to know what they are? Well, in this video, we will show you 10 things you didn't know about Cristiano Ronaldo. Hello everyone, and welcome to Football Players. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update on Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Neymar, or anything about the best players in the world and history. Having said that, let's get into the video. First and foremost, his $600,000 purchase nearly cost him his football career. In August, Ronaldo inked a $72 million agreement. As a result, he spent $600,000 on a new Urus and a Bentley flying spur. But it wasn't until Ronaldo arrived at practice that things changed for him and his colleagues. Manchester United recruited one of the most brutal managers in the sport just a few hours ago. After getting employed, the first thing he noticed was Ronaldo showing up in a brand new automobile. He could see why Manchester United was losing games now, because their celebrity was more concerned with dazzling degenerates in front of cameras than with really practicing. So the manager immediately prohibited Ronaldo and the entire club from driving any supercars. You will not be permitted to play if you disobey. At the very least, this punishment is not as severe as Ronaldo's 5-year sentence. Number 2, the year was 2017. Cristiano Ronaldo was preparing for the Champions League final. The Spanish government then launched an offensive. He was securing millions from 2011 to 2014. According to evidence, he was surreptitiously funneling $17 million into offshore accounts behind the scenes. He was defrauding the government by not paying his taxes. When the Spanish authorities discovered him, they gave him a choice: 5 years in prison or a $20 million fund. Ronaldo was well aware that there was no football in jail, so it was a simple choice. Besides, his contracts required him to recoup the funds the next year. At the very least, the scenario cost him a fine. Something that occurred to him when he was 15 almost cost him his life. Number 3, when Ronaldo was 15, his mother saw something weird at home. He was sleeping, but he was short of breath and his heart was racing at a rate of more than 100 beats per minute. As a result, she rushed him to the hospital. Ronaldo first believed his mother was exaggerating, until the doctor arrived with x-rays. They told him that unless he had surgery, his football career and life would be over. However, the doctors made a promise to them. They would do whatever they could to help. The operation went well. He was already back in training a few days later. He was, oddly, quicker than he had ever been. As a result, he has devoted his whole life to football. Since life may have simply ended. He couldn't let down his closest buddy, who had given his life for Ronaldo's professional career. Number 4, a few years ago, despite his family's poverty, he made the most of the things thanks to football and his closest buddy, Albert. They were like brothers to one another. Since they were both football fans, they both wanted to go pro, until one fateful day changed their lives forever. The under-18 championships were in full swing. Their recruiter was a scout from the athletic world. Both Ronaldo and Albert were establishing themselves. They had spent their entire youth preparing for this game. However, Sporting could only add one additional player to their roster. As a result, this game shaped both boys' whole lives. They eventually informed Ronaldo and his pal whoever scored the most goals would be welcomed into the program. After Ronaldo scored, Albert took the lead. He had a wide-open shot on the third goal. Instead, he passed to me, allowing me to score. We won 3-0. Only I, though, got allowed into Sporting Lisbon. So I asked him why after that game, and he said, "You're better than me," Ronaldo stated. Things became increasingly wilder after that. A journalist had to find out the facts a few years later, so she went to Albert's residence, knowing that he had given up football and was unemployed following those games. However, Albert's residence turned out to be a mega mansion with a collection of supercars. What was the source of all this? All Albert could think of was Ronaldo. Number 5. It reminds me of a period when Ronaldo only said one word. As a result, the corporation has lost billions of dollars. He was required to attend and answer questions at a news conference before the match versus Hungary at Euro 2020. Many people assumed Ronaldo was promoting the Save Lives water company as soon as he sat down because of his movements. However, Coca-Cola brand colas died behind the scene. Coca-Cola shares were at $56 before the news briefing. They discovered a $55 after the interview. That $1 decline meant that Coca-Cola lost $4 billion in market value in 1 word and 4 seconds of Ronaldo's time. Number 6. Ronaldo supposedly paid a girl $10 million to make her vanish. In 2010, Cristiano Ronaldo started seeing a supermodel. He gave her his phone number, they did one-night stands, a couple of times. They traveled to the United States during his last session with Manchester United. She had become pregnant, and he paid her $11 million in exchange for her silence, her name, and full custody of Ronaldo Jr. Number 7. When Ronaldo initially arrived at Sporting, he was from a little village outside of town. Now that he's moved to a new region and has no friends, he's become a target on his back. Every day in class, he is bullied for aspiring to be a professional football player. To make matters worse, Ronaldo was perpetually late for class. This school, however, maintained a strict zero-tolerance policy. You would be compelled to lift a large trash car if you were late. As a child, Ronaldo was always a victim. Whenever he was observed driving the trash van through the halls, "You can laugh as much as you want," he told them one day. "But one day, I'll drive a real Ferrari." They joke. The rest is history. He now earns over $500,000 each week. The man is unable to stop himself from purchasing automobiles. Moving on to the next, at number 8, Ronaldo knocked out an innocent young lady. Scientists have revealed that Ronaldo's strength can propel footballs up to 80 miles per hour. Each of his kicks comes very close to being fatal. A security guard in 2021 learns this the hard way. Nobody knows why she was standing so close to the goal. However, that bar knocked her to the ground. Ronaldo arrived to assist. However, he is a football player, not a physician. He believed that the only way to help her was to hand over his jersey. It worked out somehow. Ronaldo's 2021 was a tremendous year initially. He returned to Manchester United to become the first football billionaire. When all of this was added up, Ronaldo needed a new crib. So he spent $8 million on a mega mansion at number 9. It included 7 bedrooms, as well as a movie theater and an indoor gym. It was surrounded by open fields. As a result, he assumed his family would enjoy the new location. Until Ronaldo encountered his enemy one night. He needs 5 naps per day and 8 hours of sleep each night to be effective. What Ronaldo didn't realize was that he had just relocated into an area populated by some of the world's noisiest creatures. He was being followed by sheep in the pastures outside. They'd wake up the entire family every night for weeks on end. So Ronaldo ultimately listed his property for sale, packed his belongings, and purchased a new home for $4 million. But nothing compares to the revival of the most important secrets. Ronaldo surprised the world a few years back when he channeled his inner Air Jordan during a game against Sampdoria. Cristiano Ronaldo performed a spectacular leap. Not only was it a world record, a lead measurement investigation was carried out. On that takeoff, Ronaldo created a 5GF G-force. He could jump 5 times faster than a cheetah. He leaped more than 28 inches, reaching the ball 2 meters in the air and holding him there for more than a second. Let's compare Ronaldo's jumps to one of the most legendary moments in sports history to see how insane it is. Michael Jordan's free throw line leap will be remembered forever. With a hang time of less than a second, he barely made it a meter in the air. So even Jordan's finest moment is no match for Ronaldo's jump. It's no surprise that Ronaldo tweeted something after the game, but it wasn't an easy jump. Ronaldo has spent years studying Jordan. According to high-end sports, NBA players have an average vertical jump of 71 centimeters. However, Ronaldo's was 76. We're talking about jumping higher than NBA luminaries like Magic Johnson, Karl Malone, and Larry Bird. Now do your math to figure out his insane capability on the field. So, are you a fan of Ronaldo? If not, how do you like it? Did you find this video inspiring? Let us know in the comment section. We hope you enjoyed watching the video. You can appreciate it by clicking the thumbs up button. And for more upcoming videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so you will never miss updates about football stars like Cristiano, Messi, Neymar, and many more. Peace.